Kind of a crazy day. Stuff's blowing around everywhere. We got Mylar balloons. The litter that no one ever thinks about, as they just release them skyward. A child's birthday party. Anyway, mountain mint. This is southern mountain mint, I believe. Definitely a mountain mint. I think it's southern mountain mint. Pycnanthemum pycnanthemoides, the mountain mint like mountain mint. Oh, we got hickory nuts hitting all around me like mortars. Anyway, delightful plant. I plan on growing a good bit of this. Here's the spent flower clusters, now seed heads. The foliage smells very, very minty, but it's very sharp. I don't know how else to describe it. It's almost like peppermint plus like eucalyptus. It's like a eucalyptus oil sort of thing. It smells cold. Like, I don't know how to describe that. It smells like if the Arctic had a smell. But here it is, growing in central North Carolina. Very much not the Arctic. Square-ish stems. Big swollen joints opposite pairs of leaves everywhere. That look like it's not an opposite pair of leaves, but it is. Yeah, awesome plant. The one kind of funny thing about this particular individual is it's not doing too much of the white leaf thing. A little bit, you can see there. Typically these will have dark green leaves down below, and then as they get closer to the flowers, they'll put out a bunch of whitish leaves, and it just sort of accents the flower. There's a little bit of something going on right there. You see how these leaves towards the distal end of branches are wider than down here. It's not a great example of that trait, but that's what it makes me think. It's definitely a pycnanthemum of some sort. I don't know if it's southern mountain mint, pycnanthemum pycnanthemoides, which literally just means the mountain mint like mountain mint. Here's another one over here. This actually has a better example of it. So there's a more recent flower head. Anyway, so you see those leaves much wider than down here. There it is again. Wider leaves near the inflorescences. Really super cool plant. Love this thing. Collected a ton of seeds from it this year. Hoping to get some going next year for the meadow. But it's really awesome that it's just right here in the woods behind my house as well. Seeds I collected were actually from a different grove of it further away when I didn't know about this little stand of it. Diospyros virginiana, American persimmon. This is an awesome find in the woods just up the creek behind my house. I did not know this was here until very recently, and these are fairly large for American persimmons. Look at the size of that. I mean, I guess you don't know how big my hands are. Maybe I got real tiny hands. Who knows? You just have to trust me. But that is about 1.5 inch diameter fruit, something along those lines. There are other ones that are slightly bigger, some that are slightly smaller on this tree, but it is loaded. I don't know if you can really see how many there are up in these branches and right above me. But if you are unfamiliar with this fruit, you may make a terrible error. This fruit is not ready when it looks like that. You may say, duh, that's green. It's also not ready when it looks like that. Looks a little orange, right? Maybe ripe, you say. There's one up there that's even more orange. If I can find it. There it is. Is that one ready? You may say. If I can get my zoom back. There we go. No, that one is not either. None of these are ready. That one's actually quite huge. But yeah, so this one is there are two types of persimmons in the world. There are astringent persimmons and the other kind. I don't know what they call that. Non-astringent, I would assume. But these are very much astringent. And they will turn your mouth instantaneously into the Atacama Desert. It is just it will dry your mouth. They have so much like tannins going on in them. They're just incredibly astringent. They will just pickle your mouth instantaneously if you eat them at any of the stages that you see on this tree. You need to wait until, you know, people try to say like when the leaves fall off, but I've seen them ripe on a tree with the leaves still on and eating them no problem. Or they say you need to wait till they fall from the tree. I would advise against that, because you can actually get them from the tree when they're ripe enough and it's fine. If you wait till they fall, they will be too soft. And if they fall from greater than, say, like this, which is like chest high on me right now, they're just gonna go on the ground. It's gonna be a mess. They're gonna get filled with ants. You're gonna eat ants. It's a bad time. So just typically, rule of thumb is like close to or after like the first frost in your area is sort of a good rule of thumb. Definitely when they're orange and soft and kind of almost translucent looking, they almost need to look unappetizing to be appetizing. They need to look like they're too far gone. And then inside will be just this sweet gooey paste with some big hard flat seeds in it that you can't eat, but supposedly makes really good fruit leather. I've never done that. I just kind of eat them. But now that I know this tree is here, I am definitely going to try the fruit leather thing and maybe make some jam or jelly or something out of them, because there's plenty on this tiny tree. This is a very productive one with fairly large fruits for an American persimmon. So it's going to be neat. I'm going to give that a shot this year. Out here in the little stream, checking on this cardinal flower here to see if it's got any seeds for me. It's not ready yet, but beautiful day. Overcast, drizzly, wind is blowing like crazy, which is a fun time to be in the woods. Not the smartest time to be in the woods. A bunch of dead stuff up above you at all times is just gonna want to fall on you, and the wind gives it that opportunity. But yeah, right here, and then I just see this shit. It's everywhere. It's the bane of my existence. Stilt grass. It forms here's one just sort of growing on its own, but it forms these dense colonies that just, they look kind of beautiful, honestly. I mean, it looks like you see them down by streams and stuff all over the place, and it'll just be this thick, lush carpet of this stuff. And you think, oh, isn't that idyllic? No, it's not idyllic. Nothing can grow under this stuff. It completely chokes out whole habitats. And yeah, not on my watch, buddy. I already ripped out a few others over here. I'm gonna put it over here, just kind of hang it up in this little pine tree so that its leaves die out and you just die in the sun. And that's what I say. Not on my watch, not next to my little Tolkien pond with the little root island where the fairies live. Not having it. Here I am squatting above a hole that something clearly lives in, exposing my most sensitive regions to it, just to show you this weird mint family thing that I did not know existed in these woods and only found about a week or so ago. Common dittany. Get a little close up on those flowers if it will focus. Come on. Anyway, there we go. So common dittany, Cunilla oreganoides, I believe, the Oregon-like Cunilla, I guess. It is obviously in the mint family. We've got squarish stems, we got opposite leaves, and it actually is a fragrant mint. It smells like it. So when you rub those leaves and give it a sniff, it smells a lot like oregano. This is not super common, but it is native to this area. So I'm going to try to come back and collect some seeds. We got some, these are the flowers that I saw a week or so ago, have now finished up, and looks like maybe some seed heads are starting to develop there, or dry. Maybe some of those brown ones could be good to go. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with this plant. Just found it a little while ago, but I'm going to collect some seeds, try to grow it, because it's just a beautiful little flower that is in the mint family and smells like oregano. And I believe all members of the mint family that smell like mint are edible. I don't think there are any of those that are poisonous. So don't take my word for that. Don't go out and take action based on anything I say. Just but I will. And if there's suddenly no more videos posted to this channel, maybe it killed me. I don't know. We'll see. We got a buck rub. We actually got a couple of them right here. So you see where that bark's been stripped off of that tree? And it looks like there's an old one that sort of started to heal over a little bit on that one. And then further down there's another one. So this poor sourwood has done what sourwoods do, and it fell over, but it's not dead. These branches grew straight up out of it. It's fairly common. And then right here next to this creek, I guess it's a nice path for the deer. It's a nice path for me, that's why I keep walking it. Guess the deer do the same. And I guess the bucks rub the velvet off their antlers in the spring and rub their weird little glands on their head on it the rest of the year to mark their territory. And this is why I have all my fruit trees fenced, because they try to do this to all my fruit trees as well, and they killed them. Snapped off 2 pawpaw trees last year doing that in my front yard. Ancient Plastic Liquor Bottle may be a good band name, but that's about all it's good for. That's coming with me, going in the trash.